What is up, the world? Is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, and I'm in a very precarious position. I decided that I would church up the ribbon a little bit, and so I wanted to add a half slab to the top so that I could eliminate spawns from up there. And then I realized that I would have to add a half slab to the bottom as well, and that meant this thing, which I actually think looks really cool. I actually kind of really like it. I was like, oh, I shouldn't even have bothered with any circle generators or anything like that. I should have just gone ahead and, just free-handed it. I should have just free-handed it like this. But yeah, so I built this humongous scaffolding, and proudly have not died one time yet. But I thought maybe if I talk to you... What? He's starting a meat company? He's horning in on my meat business. Oh, that's from Feed the Beast. Anyhoozle. So, I thought maybe I'd talk to you while I was tearing this down, and then that way there'd be more of a risk of me being distracted and possibly falling, which would just make for some great television, really. But, so, we're going to church up the ribbon a little bit today. We're going to take care of, I don't know. I got to do something to it. I'm thinking about adding some stained glass in the center. Something maybe with the blue and black, so it'll kind of match. But also we're going to take the pedestal and change that around today as well, because I just hate the design of it. I really just don't like it. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be tearing this down. I got a lot of stuff and things to do, but one of the things I want to show you guys first is over at the main town. So, I'm going to tear this down, and I'll meet you over in New Hermiton. So we're back in New Hermiton, and there's a little piece of green wool underneath my mailbox, and I saw this book that's called New Mailboxes, and Suzuma has invented this kind of really, simple and interesting way that we can tell if we have mail in our mailboxes. And there's also like a post office area that we can get books and stuff that he set up as well. And so what you do basically is we grab this piece of wool so we know we have some mail. So, and then when we don't have mail or when there's no new mail, you put the gray piece of wool underneath it. So it's a pretty good idea. So we'll set this book over in here, and we have a gold nugget, and we also got an azure blue. So I don't know if I already have one of these over here. Bam. We'll stick it over there. We got two. So that was cool. And it's a nice little thing, so everybody knows they have mail. I left Hypno some mail, and he took it, looks like. I left him some diamonds, because I know he needed some diamond action. And it looks like there's a dropper with book and quills here, so you can just grab them here from the post. So it's a really cool, neat little design. Zombie Cleo has kind of been working on her tower and changing that up and adding some to it. Looks really good. And D-Mac's done some more building over here, too, with the help from Joe Hills, I do believe. And his little area is looking really rad as well. I love the new stained glass, and I think that we want to use some of these new stained glass panes in the design for the ribbon. And I think that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to work on getting some glass panes done, or some glass of some sort done, and we're going to work on the pedestal as well. I've been using the new mic. I didn't really talk about it in the Feed the Beast episode yesterday, but I did the unboxing of the Audio-Technica BPSH1 and the Tascam US 322 audio interface words, and so I did the unboxing of those, and they've been working out pretty good. I got some good feedback. Some people, it was a little bit mixed. Some people said it sounded great. Some people said it could use some work. I think it can use a little bit of work, but I've been working on it, and the tough part is, I don't know why I have a really hard time testing it in small bits. Like if I do a little bit of a recording and I monkey with it a little bit, I get an idea, but I really get a better test from doing full videos. And so I worked on the audio a little bit in Monday's Feed the Beast, and I'm working on it a little bit today as well. So if things don't sound exactly perfect, you guys can let me know, and I can hear it too. I'm working on it. So one of the other parts of this that we haven't really finished, or that I didn't get figured out, was we talked about in the last episode that as you come up here, there gets to a point once the circle is at like the 45-degree angle where the half slabs will no longer make the cut. They won't go up a half slab, and it happens right here. So another half slab would only lead me to right here, and then the next half slab is a block higher, so a full block up. So I had to do something in order to get around that. And so right now what I was doing is I just had built these little platforms with a stairway that goes up to the next platform. I'm not really sure how much I like this design, but one of the things that it does lend itself to is that I planned on building large platforms all over the place, a few of them. And what this would actually lend itself to is there would be 1, 2, there's another one, 3. Now, see, this is weird. This one's out of place. It shouldn't be where it is. It should be like up here somewhere. Is that the see, this isn't really the halfway point, is it? It should be right in the middle. Here is where it stops being able to go up a half slab at a time, but it doesn't. It starts over here. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not even going to worry about it. So I think that it would lend itself to me being able to make, we can see down here, 1, 2, 3. There'd be another one right there-ish, 4, 5, I think, total platforms. And it looks like that there's a decent amount of space between each one. So if we come down over to here, and we look up, let me see, how many blocks is that? So we can count torches actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's 18-ish. I mean, it's around there. So it's around 18 blocks in between each one. Now if we go down here and we count, let's go ahead and take a look. If this one's the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's 19. So it might not be exact as far as the torch placement goes. So it's roughly 18 blocks apart. So there'll be 18 blocks in between this platform here and that platform there. And I think that that's going to work. The other way that I could do this is I just could put stairs, but I really wanted to use these slabs. And then when I used the brick stairs, it just looked wacky. Like, I just really didn't like it. It looked I don't know. So I think this is what we're going to do. I like the design. If you guys have ideas for designs, feel free to leave it in a comment or make a video and let me know. And yeah, so we can take a look at that. But before we mess with any of this stuff here today, we're going to mess with this pedestal bottom. I really just don't like the way that it's come out. One of the things that I did that has lent itself to some minor problems is that the outside of this, or this blue area here, is a circle that I used a circle generator to make. And then instead of creating other circles, I just went and laid blocks against the inner circle. And that actually is not terrible, but it doesn't work as the further in you get and the further in you get, the circles get off a little bit. So inside of here, like this circle is a little bit more angular than a circle would be. I mean, it still looks fairly, close to what a circle is, but if you go up and you look up top, I think we've shown it off before, it's a little bit wacky. So we're going to change this around, and what I want to keep is the blue and the black and the blue circles. I want all of those to stay. And as opposed to tearing all of this down, which is going to take forever, I was thinking we would just leave it and perhaps cover it with some slabs, because that way we're going to stop spawns down here, which is something that I want to do. And I also want to play around with some lighting and get some glowstone or redstone lamps going to take all these torches out. I don't know. It's so hard to light with you have to spam so many torches or glowstone or redstone or whatever light source in order to get spawns to stop. So, and I hate having to do that. So I would rather use glass and slabs to do it and use lighting for aesthetics as opposed to for a physical reason or for a mechanics reason, which would be to stop spawns. So I'm going to grab some slabs and start laying some stuff and things down, and then I'll come back to you guys when I have something I want to show you. Alright guys, so I thought I'd bring you guys back and show you a little bit about what's going on. Yeah, so a bunch of stuff and things got done. Looks pretty cool, huh? Let's go ahead and head up and take a look at it. So originally I had built this subfloor because I thought I was going to do some work with rivers or water maybe on top here. I don't know if that's going to happen anymore. So I've done some things, but I wanted to talk about one thing. We're going to walk up and I'll show you this, but one of the things that I want to talk about is a lot of people were saying that I should build another ribbon on the like an opposite one and almost build this like a piece of DNA with 2 alternating spirals. And I thought about doing that, and I talked about that in a video that I thought about doing like a piece of DNA, and I think that it was either, I can't remember, somebody had done it before, one of the MineCraft guys maybe, or it was Biffa, I can't remember now. And so what I like about this is that it's geometric but not symmetrical, and I think that's really an interesting feature. I think that there's a lot of symmetry in MineCraft, and symmetry really makes for beautiful things. But the fact that this is geometric and not symmetrical, I just find it to be interesting. It's almost like symmetrically juxtaposed, geometrically thingadidler. I don't know, but it's a thing that I like. So we're not going to build another ribbon. We're not going to build a second one. So this is kind of what we got down in this area here. So we have our 3 circles now that are on the outside edge, and then I just put some slabs in the center and then did a little diamond shape in there, and then I've opened it all up so we can see down inside. And I like that. It provides light down in through the bottom. I added some glowstone as well, and I'm actually really not a fan of glowstone. I just think the texture is garish, but I didn't want to do lamps and have to either use redstone blocks or levers or Suzuma's new trick that he does with pressure plates and arrows, because I think that the arrow thing is going to get fixed. Right now there's a bug where arrows don't despawn. I don't know if I can show you. That's because that's half slabbed, I think. I mean, you can hear there's something weird going on there. But I can't remember if there's any around here already. I don't think that there are, but arrows aren't despawning, so you can use them with a pressure plate and a dispenser in order to permanently power a redstone lamp. But yeah, I didn't want to do that either because I think that that's going to get fixed. So I just went with regular glowstone. I just gave up. I was like, whatever, I'm just going to give up and use glowstone, and I don't think it's terrible. And then down inside of the storage area here, and this is going to be something, you know, this will be part of the projects that we build. We're going to fix this all up as well. But I think it looks really good down here too. And one of the things that I think that we'll end up doing is we're going to work on this ceiling a little bit more. And that's why I've built this scaffolding here. Pardon me, so that we can get up here and take care of some of this. Oh, did I miss a big bit? I did. So, and I think that we'll end up doing some more work on this as well, where I think that stairs in here, inverted stairs, would look really nice on the outside edge. And then we'll take out a bunch of the center bit as well, and maybe use some slabs up here. Or actually, we could just use the existing slabs. And that means we don't have to build everything twice. So you can see we could just really clear this out, and I think that'll look pretty good. Just with this being the other side, you know what I'm talking about? So yeah, and this has taken a long time. I can't even believe, I don't even know. I don't know what it is. I feel like I used to be able to get more done in Minecraft. But I do a lot. Like, I'm online a good bit working. But I feel like, I don't know, some of my old builds from my Surviving Subtopia, if you've never seen it, you can take a look. I have a couple playlists for it. But if you've never seen it, some of those builds are really big. But I guess maybe I don't give myself enough credit in that. It took 1.5 years for me to do that world. So, you know, I'm like, I can't believe I can't get more done. But I think really maybe I just push myself a little bit harder because my old world is so big, and I think I should be able to get more done. But really, it's just that that world took 1.5 years, man. I mean, it wasn't like it happened in 10 episodes. It was like 300 episodes. So yeah, and I wanted to get some work done on the ribbon too, but I don't know if we're gonna have time to do that. Maybe we'll go ahead and just skip clearing some of this out, and I can do more of the clearing of this off camera. And then, yeah, maybe we'll go ahead and skip up and start working on some stuff on the ribbon. And I think maybe we can just keep some of the same some of the same themes that we have here already, which we're using, you know, the stone brick and glowstone and black and blue stained glass. And I think that that might make, I don't know, I don't want it to look like a giant racing stripe, which I think is what's going to end up happening. I wanted to keep it almost like a tripped out castle wall. You know what I mean? Like it's a castle wall, but it's kind of trippy in that it's in a spiral. So maybe just some windows, maybe some stairs with stone brick stairs, and do some like arrow slit windows or something might look good. I think we're gonna try that next. So I came up and started taking a look around. I'm so much more pleased with this floor design. And it's snowing here, and it's just snowed. It snowed a little bit here last night in Maryland, where I live. And I think that when it snows in the game, it makes me feel cold. So I was thinking about these windows that I wanted to put in, and I was thinking that they're really not going to work like in any of these where these corners are. They're only going to work kind of on the flat parts, and I kind of wanted them like every so like not like 3 there and 3 here or 5 here and then 5 up there. I kind of wanted them to be, I don't know, more evenly spaced. And then I was taking a look at these, and I really just don't like them. And I think that there's a better design that I could do. And I had a thought about what that better design would be. And I think what I can do is right along in these areas, what I think I'm going to do is put maybe like a small circle starting like right here. So let's actually tear this all up. And I don't know if this is going to work, but I thought I'd do a little building like on cams with you guys. So I'm thinking, let's just tear all this down. Man, I got to go repair my bow in Taha 26460. I can never remember what it is. 24640. Got it wrong. All right, so let's use, peace out. Let's use these slabs. Let's go out 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4, 5. Or we should go like this. Can I even? I can't get out there. I can't get out there either. Let me see. That's the center one. Now let's just go like this. Yeah, like that. So we should be able to go 5. I don't know how big. I don't want this circle to be too big, but I want it to be kind of medium sized. 5. Nope. Oh my gosh, so much fail. Let's do a 5 and a 3. So can I get over here to get, oh my gosh. 5, 3. I think a 5, 3 will be good. 5, 3, 2. So what I'm talking about, a 5, 3, is just, this is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, and then 5, 3, 2. I wish I could, I wish I didn't have to build this all out. So I'm not going to be able to walk back. 5, 3, 2. Is that going to work? It might be too big, but I think a 3 would be too small. Five, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. Wow, it's really going up there. It's like raining here and then snowing here. Rain. That's a weird. Check that out. Dunk, 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 dunk. All right. Anyway, this may be a little too big of a circle. I didn't really want it to be that big. I was thinking something a little bit smaller than this. All right. I'm gonna work on getting the circle built, and I'm gonna come back to you guys. I just can't. I have it in my mind, but I can't get it onto the page, so to speak. So I got a little bit of tinkering to do, but I'll be right back. Ugh! Oh, cool. Much better. So if you take a look down here, now this little exchange, it's crazy how just that one half slab difference has made all of this happen. But yeah, gosh, I really hate glowstone. It's such an ugly texture. It just distracts me so badly. But anywho, so yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll do something with the glowstone, something different. Maybe I can set it down one. Was that gonna look wacky? Down here? Maybe that's better? I don't know. we'll leave it up. And then, you know, a lot of times what ends up happening is even though something doesn't look quite right, if you use it over and over again, it becomes a theme. So, yeah, all right. Oh, there's no saturation from this chicken. Hypno was nice enough to let me use his chicken farm to get some chickens, and there's no saturation in it. It doesn't seem. So, yeah, you'll come in here, and then you have this little landing area where you can kind of take a look around if you want to. What up, witches? Studebaker Hawk's low on juice, but we'll go ahead and use him any hoozle. Peace out. So you'll have this little area here, and then this will be the opening that comes into the circle, the main circle that's here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head out to the center. I'm going to build a circle based off the center location, and then wherever it intersects with this, we'll just merge them, and it'll look right. We'll have a couple of we'll have the blocks kind of intersect a little bit, and I think it'll look kind of rad. But yeah, so then you'll come up here and then walk back up to the stairway, and this will take you up to the next level. I have the sneaking suspicion we're going to be ender pearling up and down in here anyway. Most of the time, it's just too easy to aim for the edges of the wall and ender pearl around to do that. So now I actually have to not only finish the stairway all the way up to the top, but build like 5 or 6 of these more of these platforms. So I'm going to get that finished up, and yeah, then I'll be right back, and we'll take a look at what things look like in their completed state. Well, as far as the walkway in its completed state. And we're done. So I'm pretty happy with the way things turned out. I think they look really good. I like the redesign of these platforms quite a bit. It would be great if I didn't have to use an ugly texture like this, but the alternative, because we don't have any other way to light things up, is torches, which I don't necessarily think look any better. So for now, we're using the glowstone, and I think it adds a little bit, you know, kind of an effect to the area, which I like. And the platforms are really nice and symmetrical on the way up. Let me see if we can get up to the top here. It takes a minute. Yeah, we're going to be using a lot of ender pearls. And the other thing that I'm the other thing that I'm noticing is that I think they made changes to the way that food works, saturation, and how much, basically, I think it's how much food you actually need. And it sucks. I'm going to be honest with you. It seems like it's ridiculous. Like, I just blow through food now. Whoa. Chillax, home dog. We got to figure out something to do about that. But yeah, so I put another portal up here, and I put a little purple glass in the background there. So on the other side, it's hard to see, but it's too thick, and it just kind of looks like a portal on the other side. But that way, if you're running up here, you can't just run and fall off the edge. And these came out really nice and symmetrical. So if we take a look, you can see like this one is pointing this direction, this one is pointing this direction, this one's pointing that direction. See, as you go down, they follow a curve on the way up. And I love the redesign of the bottom there too. But I'm interested to have you guys tell me what you think. So make sure you leave a comment in the down there. Tell me what you think of these new platforms. And then if we take a look down here, it takes a long time for the pearl to fall. It's a long time. So if we take a look down here at everything, it looks really nice on the way up. I think that's really cool. So with the food issue happening, it means that we're going to need to make some sort. How did you get out here, Egg? We're going to need to make some sort of new food system of sorts. And so I think that I want it to be automated. And if I'm not mistaken, the only completely hands-free way to get food is with chicken. Can't do it with cows because you can't auto-breed them. You can't do it with plants or, you know, anything that you plant because you can't auto-plant. So we're going to do it with chickens. And Hypno's actually already designed a system that does this. And I believe that I'm just going to use, you know, pretty much use his system, just maybe change it around a little bit. But yeah, he's been doing some stuff and things with that. And he let me use his chicken spawner to get some chicken, which I really appreciate. So thank you so much, Hypno. But yeah, I ran out already. So, yeah, we're going to make some more chickens. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. If you liked the video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Feel free to share and favorite it as you see fit. Don't spam it on Reddit. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.